rocpodcasts.com.
Hey, Rochester, thanks for tuning in to tonight's edition of the Shoot to Thrill podcast. I'm Vinnie Paulino. I am your host. And I got to tell you, you tuned in the right night because it is Thursday night, and that means it's time for a creep off. The creep off, folks, I'm going to tell you what, it's an institution on the Shoot to Thrill podcast, and we hope that it becomes a Rochester institution. We also hope that these people that we tell these stories about end up in an institution. But if you have kids in the room, you might want to send them out because we talk about all sorts of stuff that they might not find interesting. If you are a young kid and you are watching this, I don't know what to tell you. I warned you. I mean, you could leave. You could leave. You probably should. Either way, enjoy the show. Don't forget to find us online, Facebook, Twitter, and rocpodcast.com. Enjoy the show. We'll see you after.
Welcome back to the show. We are ready to start a hallowed tradition here at the Shoot to Thrill podcast. The segment, probably my favorite segment to do, the creep off. The creep off. So very excited about that, folks. It's time for a creep off. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Yep.
We got to do this up. Here we go. Creep off, baby. It's a creep off.
Ooh.
That's a lot of fun. I love it. The way the game works, folks, is we're going to read to you 5 different...
So you just carry around, some recording device and chase people and they make those screams?
Yes. It was actually very easy to get those.
I'm sure.
I like that that's too long for no reason. It doesn't add anything. It just keeps going. It's great.
It's really one of my favorite audio beds of all time.
It's good.
I think it's pretty excellent.
Let's just play that on a loop and get out of here.
It could be better than what we've done so far. But I'll say that... basically, the way the game works, folks, is we're going to read to you stories about 5 awful, awful people who've committed many wicked acts all over the country. And we are going to vote here in the studio as to who is the winner of this week's Shawcross Award. That's right.
As well as endorse the activities, correct?
No.
Oh,
that is
no.
incorrect, Hanso.
Gotcha.
We do not endorse any of the activities, and frankly, we recommend you do not try any of them at home. You guys ready for your first creep?
Let's do it.
All right. Here's a picture of him. His name is Eric Noel Montez, and he is being accused of attempted murder.
So he's not a very successful guy.
Not at all. Not at all. He allegedly assaulted a man and ran over 2 ladies with his vehicle, all while driving his 7-year-old daughter to school. That's correct.
Education's important.
Wow. A jogger... tapped the car of Mr. Montez for driving dangerously close to him on a Thursday morning, police say. Montez allegedly stopped his vehicle and ran after the jogger. So, he's tailgating this guy.
So far, I'm kind of on his side.
No, he's being a little aggressive. And this guy taps his car going, hey, buddy, back up. Give me a little space here. Well, Mr. Montez didn't like that. He jumps out of his vehicle and pursues the jogger, who could have been tired. You know what I mean? He's been running a little bit.
Yeah.
This guy's tailgating him. He takes off running, and he starts beating up the man, punching him in the face a bunch of times. According to NBC, at least that's what they say, the suspect was pummeling the victim when Lorraine McDaniel, 52, and Christy Barris, 33, told him to stop and that they were going to be calling the police. There was a verbal exchange before Montez got back into his car and pulled forward, allegedly hitting Barris and vaulting her over the hood. That's right. They followed him because they were calling the police, and he ran the lady over, flipped her up onto the hood. As he drove away, McDaniel ran screaming after him. He allegedly then stopped the car and drove over her in reverse. So he hit the first lady. She's screaming. He stops the car and backs over the other lady and takes off.
Sounds like he was going for a Grand Theft Auto high score.
Did he pee on them afterwards?
I mean, that's insane. He has his 7-year-old daughter in the car.
But think about
What
this.
a lesson.
You know, the feminists have come so far in this country, and now we're not only hitting men, but we're hitting women too, and we're hitting them with vehicles. It's really a victory for the women in this culture.
No.
All right.
It's a terrible, terrible thing. And I have to ask a question. What bad could be happening in your life that you're going to run over two ladies? I mean, you beat up one guy. And, like, what do you... I mean, at this point, are you just like, what's more is 2 counts of vehicular assault gonna do to me?
Right.
I already punched a guy out. You know, Marcus, if your name is Ronald, you going to eat at a McDonald's?
Probably.
You really? I'm just saying. Like, if your name is Ronald, are you going to start trouble in a McDonald's?
Probably not, unless I'm on those Subway. Or who's doing those commercials where they have all the Ronald McDonald's?
Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Taco Bell's doing the Ronald McDonald commercials. Well, this guy's name is, here he is, folks. His name is Ronald Henderson, right here. He's a very handsome man. He had a bit of an issue in a Tennessee McDonald's restroom. A lovely lady by the name of Jasmine Johnson was using the bathroom inside of the Memphis restaurant last Thursday afternoon when Ronald Henderson, 28 years old, entered the bathroom and crawled under the stall. Upon spotting Henderson crawling under the stall, Johnson screamed at him to leave the restroom, but Henderson continued trying to breach the stall, grabbing at Johnson's leg until he got stuck.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
So for the visual, do they say if he did the crawl on his belly or was he on his back doing like?
Well,
Just imagine like a head popping down under there.
my guess is that there's got to be a peeper aspect to this. This guy's got to be kind of like wanting to see something. So I'm going to think he goes back up.
He was doing the auto mechanic.
Right, 'cause- the old auto mechanic.
Check under the hood.
But yeah, man, he looks like kind of a hefty guy. Like he doesn't. I mean, I have no idea how tall he is.
So he got wedged. That's what you're saying. He got stuck like underneath like the door, like the panel or something. So he wedged himself.
Exactly.
I don't want to brag, but when I watch women pee, what I do is I try to be very discreet about it. Just look at that little crack in the stall door so that she doesn't see you right away.
Right.
Crawling underneath, I feel like you're going to get caught 9 times out of 10.
Right. Well, no fooling. No fooling. There's no way.
At least 8.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, your percentages are just go up and up the more you actually enter the stall with the woman.
Well, and here's the thing. Like, there's no like mistaking. He followed her into the restroom. Like, there's surveillance cameras. Like, the cameras say that they followed him following Johnson. They followed him following Johnson into the women's restroom. Additionally, Johnson was able to identify Henderson at the scene. Yeah, that's him. The one stuck under the guy stuck under the stall. That's him, officer. Oh my God. He was charged. Ready for this? I love when I find out things you could get charged for that are new. You ready? Charged with assault and observation without consent.
What state is that?
Observation without
Tennessee.
consent.
Oh my God, I'm never going to go to Tennessee. That's a thing?
Handsome, you shouldn't. Stay out of the South, baby. And he's down in Shelby County. He was booked yet where he is locked. He's locked up in lieu of a $100 bond. Like,
Oh, he's never getting out.
Wow.
oh man, poor Ronald.
That's a lot of McDoubles.
I mean, I have to question what's going on in your head that you're like, you know what? I'm going to follow this. Like, she's going to be happy. She's going to love it. He's probably had the biggest smile on his face when he auto mechanicked his way into that. He's just smiling. Hi. Like,
But again,
Morning, ma'am.
in his defense, you're
Need any
using
help in
a
here?
restroom in McDonald's. What do you expect? I mean, there's going to be a creeper following you in and watching you pee, right? This is no.
McDonald's honestly should have like some bathroom security. Someone dressed up as Birdie in the ladies' room, like as the bathroom attendant. Just keep an eye out for that stuff.
Like Grimace as a bouncer.
Right, right.
I always thought they were to shame you into washing your hands, but it turns out bathroom attendants have another purpose.
Yes, that's right. They're shaming you into trying to stop the spread of disease.
Yes, well, the attendant, at least when you're going underneath the stall, you'll be freshly cologned and smelling nice.
It's
I'm
true.
telling you.
Get a mint.
I'm telling you. He's going to be like, And then he just crawls. Then he just crawls.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you like this scent? I'm taking a survey.
Hello. I just can't imagine, like, what's going through your head that you think, like, does he think this is going to work? Does he think he's getting laid out of this? I mean, does this guy in his mind think that this is going to be like, what a sweet gesture from this stranger? He really wanted to meet me.
You've never smoked crack and drank 40s before? I mean,
It's been a while, man.
It'd be great if he went underneath there. He had like a bouquet of flowers and like a heart-shaped box of chocolates.
Like, maybe he thought he was doing like some romantic grand gesture.
It's not what you think.
It's like, I don't know. I don't see any sort of logic to this. I mean, it has to be like crack, I'm guessing. I don't know.
I hope he had the Pink Panther music going in his head while he was doing it. Put him.
Hey, all right, what's up, y'all? Good morning, Rochester, or wherever we're at. Since this is Easter, do y'all know who Moses is?
I think so.
All right, well, good. Well, how does Moses make his tea?
How?
He brews it. Boom! Oh. Come on now. Oh, no. Oh.
Hey, you gotta have a,
Rock it out.
Yeah.
You want to stop me while I'm ahead?
gotta have a punch.
Do y'all know who the Indians are? What? Do you know what Indians were first ones to discover America?
Why?
Because they had reservations. Boom! All right, stop me while I'm ahead. Man, come on, man.
All right, you guys ready for our third contestant?
Bring it on.
All right, Christopher Nicholas Hyatt. Looks like he had a rough time on his way home from a Fish concert, if you ask me. His hair obviously is a little unkempt, but this happened in Montana. He's locked up in lieu of a $45,000 bond after allegedly licking the eyeball of a police officer.
What?
Yes, that's correct. Licking the eyeball of a police officer.
How do you get close enough to a police
Yeah.
officer where
Well,
you can?
They were arresting him, and it was basically his last-ditch effort not to be put into the back of the police car.
Okay, so he was being arrested for something else, and then he went with the lick the eyeball routine.
Apparently, I'm going to read you the whole story
All
here.
right.
Police encountered Hyatt after he called 911 to report a theft. After discovering that Hyatt had an active arrest warrant from a neighboring county, officers sought to arrest him. According to investigators, Hyatt struggled when cops sought to handcuff him. As officers subsequently tried to stuff Hyatt in a patrol car, he allegedly licked one of the cops' eyeballs. The licking occurred in front of Pisser's Palace in Walkerville, a Butte suburb. According to jail records, Hyatt is being held on 4 charges, including felony assault on a peace officer. What a wuss cop.
that is such a white thing to do when you have warrants out for your arrest and you call the police on somebody else. That is such an amateur move right there.
I'm telling you.
Tattletale gets his just dessert. Should be
Exactly.
I feel like he learned his getaway moves from like a 5-year-old. It's like that's one step away from why you hitting yourself.
That's the move when you want to be able to eat all the Doritos. You know, you lick it, not the cop.
I mean, that if you're a cop, you beat this guy up, right? Like you beat him up.
Was he arrested? Did it say in front of a place called Pisser's Palace?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What?
I want to know
type of-
more about this place.
What type of business is Pisser's Palace?
Pisser.
Yeah, but what is it? Like,
Sounds like a bar.
It's a bathroom supply store.
I could be way off. Marcus could be right here.
it's a giant toilet warehouse.
I mean, probably a place where the cops go a lot. I'm guessing that there's a town, this place called Pisser's Palace. The cops are probably there a lot.
They're number one at number one.
Man, you should be in advertising. Handsome be wonderful with the isotopes coming through there.
Buy your newest throne at Pisser's Palace.
Fit for a king. Throne fit for a king. This guy, but I mean, he's such a weird looking white guy. He cops have him in handcuffs. They're putting him in the car, and the last ditch effort is to lick the eyeball. That's creepy.
I mean, you spit in the face, right? Isn't that the move that we all do? You don't lick.
I think you messed up a little bit.
Yeah, I think
you messed up.
He didn't realize that the mucus has to come out of your mouth.
Maybe he didn't have enough saliva.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Dry mouth.
He has some dry mouth going. He's like, I'll sandpaper his eyeball. Ah. I'll rip your cornea off with my sandpapery tongue.
The cop tastes like Snozberries.
Fancy newsman Marcus Cox here. This episode of the Shoot to Thrill podcast was brought to you by Hometown Brew, Rochester's fanciest liquor. Each bottle of Hometown Brew is hand-cut and distilled right here in Rochester, New York, with ingredients so fresh, most of them came from the public market. To learn more about Hometown Brew, visit their website at hometownbrewdistillery.com or pick up a bottle at one of these local retailers. Hometown Brew, taste a Rochester original.
Remember, always drink responsibly and never, ever drink and drive.
All right, your fourth contestant, ladies and gentlemen, number 4 on the charts, Dr. Paul Becton Jr.
Doctor.
Very respectable-looking gentleman, I would say. Well, apparently he was taking pictures of his patients. He was a gynecologist, and basically a patient told cops that she was concerned that 68-year-old doctor produced his cellular telephone and took graphic photographs of her pubic region and buttocks during an office visit.
Like, you just started doing it, and he thought it would be okay. Like, you don't have a problem with this, do you? Like,
Kind of.
I'm just going to text this to a colleague for a second opinion.
OBG, why not?
She just. Oh. I mean, he just has all those little puns. So, yeah, back to the scene in the photo there, which notes that he has practiced for over 30 years and is very knowledgeable in the latest surgical techniques and women's health issues. Armed with the search warrant, Arkansas State Police investigators seized Becton's phone during an April 10th visit to his office in Paragould, Montana. Or where is this guy again? Arkansas. Paragould, Arkansas. A city about 20 miles north of Jonesboro. Subsequent analysis of Becton's phone revealed numerous images of nude females. What do you know? That appear to have been taken in a medical office during medical examinations. So he pulled this gag more than once.
How do they just appear to have been taken at medical offices during examinations? Is he the kind of weirdo who has some stirrups at his house? Oh, there's a family photo in the background of that one. Maybe it wasn't.
Listen, some people moonlight. Some people moonlight. Either way, though, they found the images. They found the deleted images within the hard drive in his phone. So, like, he took them all, used them for whatever he was going to use them for, and then deleted them all. But yet, the internet and the police still found them. That's a tip for you weirdos out there that are watching this at 12:30 in the morning.
So this phone, is it on eBay?
Not yet.
Can I purchase it?
Not yet. Let's Google Dr. Paul Becton's phone. Paul Becton Jr.'s phone. Investigators also noted that they recovered during the examination were what appeared to be photographs of the victim who reported the incident. So, like, they found the pictures of her in the phone.
But wait, how did they get a positive ID on it? They had to bring her in. And
All right, we got
I want that
6
job.
That's an interesting line up there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
We have 20 victims. I need the 40 of you to please disrobe so we can see which ones.
And the cops probably they had to put this doctor in a lineup too, don't you think?
Number 3, please step forward.
I think camera phones have to make that, like, shutter noise when they go off. I'm pretty sure legally, like, they have to.
See,
that's a thing. So he's sitting there just like, don't mind this. Oh,
you dropped something on the. But you know, here's the thing though, Marcus. You're right. They do. Because of the people of Walmart.com is why they had to do that, I believe. There's lots of lawsuits.
Yeah.
People getting pictures taken of them in Walmart, being shamed for whatever such reasons. But here's the fact about this, Marcus. He didn't conceal it. He didn't hide it.
Right.
Yeah, he had the flash.
He was
on.
just like, cheese.
It was a flash.
Like this guy looks like he's probably got his glasses down on his nose, looking at his phone.
But, you know, maybe there's actually an app for this. And he's just a really bad doctor and needs the app to tell him what's going on.
The creepy doctor app.
No, like the gynecologist app. You take a picture, it's like,
WebMD.
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 let me try this in a sepia tone.
So here we go. You guys ready for our final creep of the week?
Let's do it.
Our final creep contestant. Here we go, folks. This guy, I got to be honest with you, he doesn't look sorry to me. He doesn't look sorry to me. His name is Anthony City Pimp Johnson.
How do you get that nickname?
I'm guessing
Interesting
the same way
parents.
you got the nickname of fanciest newsman in Rochester. You gave it to yourself, you ass. He was accused. He's a homeless man. He was accused and arrested in front of a Walgreens store in the 1200 block of Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. According to the arrest report, he was laying in the front of the business with his around his knees, exposing his genitals. The arresting officer also wrote in the report that Walgreens manager said Johnson is a constant problem to the business, and they received numerous complaints about him daily on the property. So there he is, ladies and gentlemen. He just sits. He was sitting around eating food. I believe it said.
Yeah, he was eating Wendy's.
In front of a Walgreens.
He was eating Wendy's in front of a Walgreens. Just sitting there eating with his you-know-what out.
Let's get another W word. Oh, in West Palm Beach.
They do not like that kind of thing there. I have to be honest with you. So just for a little bit of a recap, we'll sing our first creep before we vote to see who wins the coveted Shawcross Award. Eric Noel Montez. He was taking his 7-year-old daughter to school and decided to play a game of Grand Theft Auto instead. Our second contestant, Ronald Henderson. He's a romantic at heart. He followed a lady into a bathroom.
Bathroom mechanic. Here to change the oil, ma'am.
Yeah, man, that one kills me. Christopher Nicholas Hyatt, who decided to taste test a police officer's eyeball, and Dr. Paul Beckton Jr., still at large, accused of extracurricular photography while on the job as a OBGYN. And then finally, Anthony City Pimp Johnson, enjoyer of Wendy's and the finer things in life, in a Walgreens parking lot.
Walgreens greeter.
So I'll tell you what. Let's start with your guest, Handsome Be Wonderful of the Isotopes. You can see them May 2nd at the Lovin Cup. Who do you want to vote for this week?
Well, the first guy's a family guy. He's bringing his daughter to work. You know, he's getting rid of these joggers who are slowing him down because he knows education comes first.
Education does come first.
I'm okay with that guy.
Okay.
I think getting wedged in the toilet stall has to be the winner on this one. That's impressive.
It's
That's
a special
an impressive
type.
amount of creepness.
It's a special type
Because
that allows that to
Because
happen.
I don't think that you automatically just go right to cramming yourself underneath a stall. There's been years of peeping on women peeing that, you know, it just got to that point where he's like going all in this
It
time.
got to the point that he got too big and too curious.
Yes.
I used to be able to fit under these.
This is embarrassing.
Oh,
This
I'm
has
not
never happened
42
before.
anymore.
This hasn't happened to me before. He's 28 years old, and that's the thing. You're probably right. Anytime we see one of these guys, like they've been doing this a while.
Yeah.
Like this isn't new.
Right.
It'd be great if you then sued McDonald's for making him fat.
They don't. It doesn't work. I've tried.
Ronald Henderson gets my vote.
Ronald Henderson. All right, contestant number 2. Kevin Reynolds. What do you think?
I have to agree. I have to. Yeah. Yeah, he who does that?
This doctor. We got a
Okay.
doctor here, Kevin.
Okay. But I still got to creepy as well. Don't get me wrong.
And you know, here's the other thing about it, though. What does he have? This doctor. I want to get back to this doctor for a second. Does he have Alzheimer's that he's forgetting, like what they look like? I mean, you have a memory. You're getting the free show. You already went to college. You already went to college for however many years to be an OBGYN. You get to look at him all the time.
You know, I always say, though, if you're going to take your pants off, ladies, things are going to happen.
It's just,
I'm putting this one on the women.
look at this. Look at this here. Look at this. I mean, what do you
Yeah, right, exactly. Okay, show off. Guess what? Now it's on the internet.
Now it's on the internet.
That's what you
But no,
get.
it was in the deleted files on his phone. But still, it's very creepy that he had to save his work.
Yes.
Is all I'm saying. So you really you're going with the bathroom mechanic.
Yeah.
All right. Fancy newsman Marcus Cox.
I gotta go with the fine doctor. Just the pure brass ones on that guy to be, snapping away.
I'm thinking. Who's your second place, Marcus?
Ronald.
Ronald.
Yep.
Well, I got to tell you, I mean, this doctor really creeps me out. The doctor really creeps me out. But this other guy committed Eric Noel Montez, attempted murder on 2 women, beat up a jogger with his 7-year-old daughter present.
Yeah, but this is Florida. He'll get off.
True. Was that lady standing her ground against his car?
Exactly.
Is that the point you're trying to make? I don't understand how anyone can get away. Did you guys? We just gloss over attempted murder.
In his defense, the women were wearing hoodies.
There has been precedent for this, Your Honor. There is precedent. I don't know, man. I got to go with. I'm going with number 1 because he did commit attempted murder. So I guess that means that because of Carl and Kevin over there, I mean, handsome be wonderful.
Fourth wall.
It's not his real name. It's not his
Smashed
real
down.
name. Ronald Henderson, congratulations. You are the winner of the Shawcross Award. Thanks for watching the Shoot to Thrill podcast. We'll be back.
Hey, wait.
What?
We have the best segment yet to come.
That's true. Tune in tomorrow. You'll be able to see fancy news.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the show. Do us a favor and make sure that you think twice before you use a public bathroom in the future. And if you do, be more careful because, there's a lot of Romeos out there. That's all I'm going to say to you. Now, thanks for watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Tune in tomorrow night at 12:30. We have another great episode. Set your DVR to record the series. We're going to be on a lot. We're going to have 4 episodes every week, so stick around. Saturday night, 2 a.m. for the Hangover Show. And find us on rocpodcast.com if you want to just have the audio of this, if you like putting it on your headphones or whatever. I don't know what you do. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
rocpodcasts.com.